everybody, welcome to the Sew Essential vlog. I hope you're well. I'm here today to talk to you about my sewing plans for 2019. So every year I like to take part in a fun activity on Instagram called Make 9. And the idea behind this is that you choose 9 things that you'd really like to make across the course of the year, and it just gives you a bit of a plan. It gives you something to refer back to if you get a bit lost and you're not sure what you want to make. Just encourages you really to put a bit of thought into what you're going to make and why. And I really enjoy taking part in this activity because you can also then look back at your previous year and see how you did against those goals. It's all just a bit of fun. There's no Make 9 police out there that are going to come and chastise you for not achieving your goals, but I find it helps me to reflect and just think a bit more carefully about what I'm making. So I've just done a review of 2018 and that will be on the blog. The links to the blog are below. And what I found from there, the key findings were I made more of my Make 9 than I did the previous year. So I think I'm getting better at understanding what I like to wear, what I like to make. And then the other incredible finding was that I didn't make a single skirt in the whole of 2018. And my mind was blown by that. It's the most obvious thing, but I just didn't realise that I'd done that. And I wear skirts all the time. So it's crazy. They're easy to make. I just don't know why I didn't make any. And as I say, you know, doing that exercise made me realise that. I might not have realised it otherwise. So yeah, a bit of fun that you can get involved in. But today's video is all about what I plan to make for 2019. All of the patterns and the fabrics I talk about today are available on our site, and the link to our website's below. And if you do like what you see as well, please like and subscribe as well. And before I get started, I should just mention what I'm wearing. So I'm wearing my Quick Sew turtleneck in our Isabella wool jersey. It's Quick Sew 4069. I made this 3 years ago. It has been washed and worn to death. The fabric is still beautiful. It's warm, it's soft, it hasn't worn at all. It's still in really pristine condition. And I love it so much that I've just made another top in this same fabric, but you'll see that on another vlog at some point. And then I'm just wearing it with a ready-to-wear skirt. I think I got this from Coast many years ago. So yeah, just some firm favourites that I wear all the time during the winter. But without further ado, I'm going to crack on and share with you my plans for the year ahead. So I've taken on board my learnings from last year's Make 9, and I'm going to make some skirts this year. The first one I want to make is the Tilly and the Buttons nest skirt, which is a classic denim skirt pattern. It's got a fly front zip, it's got belt loops, it's got yokes at the back, a yoke at the back, sorry. There's lots of nice things like top stitching that you can practice. There's an option for, I think it's just below the knee version and a mini skirt version. I'll be making the mini skirt, and the fabric that I've chosen to make it in is this beautiful new needle cord fabric that we've just added to the website. Well, I'm hoping it's going to be on the website by the time this video is released. You'll find all of the fabrics that are available now on our website. The links are below, as I mentioned. But this needle cord, it's referred to as khaki, but I would say it's much more of a grey background, and then it's got this lovely floral print on it. It's not stiff at all, it's got good drape and movement, and it's got a good bit of stretch as well, so it'd be absolutely ideal for the nest pattern. And it would also be great for a Tilly and the Buttons Clio as well, which is also available on the site. So I'm looking forward to getting stuck into that. I haven't worked with needle cord before, so I thought that would be good to experience that as well. And then the next pattern, or the next project that I've chosen, is a jacket. Now, I think a jacket has been on my Make 9 for the last 2 years, so this will be the 3rd year running. I really want to make a jacket because I really want to learn some of the tailoring techniques, and I think it would be nice to have a project that takes a little bit longer. But it's just one of those projects I kind of don't get round to because there's always so many other quick win projects that I'm working on. But I thought, do you know what, I'm going to carry it through. I'm going to try again this year. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But the jacket I would like to make, I think if I was going for a quick win jacket, I'd go for the Sew Over It Cocoa jacket, which is available on our site. And if not, if I wanted to make something that's probably a little bit more involved, I would go for Butterick 6169. Now, when you look at the pattern packet of this, it's not very inspiring, to be honest. However, somebody that I know through Instagram, So Manju is her name on Instagram. That's where you'll find her. She's got a fantastic blog as well. She made a beautiful version of this jacket. It looks so up to the minute. She's a fantastic sewist, and she's definitely worth checking out if you haven't heard of her. But when I saw her version of it, you know, it is a biker jacket. It's got the zip that goes across it. I thought, actually, yeah, that would look great. And it just goes to show how sometimes you might be less than inspired by the pattern packet, but actually, you know, the pattern could be a real gem. So if I get round to making my jacket, I think I would make it in this lovely boucle fabric. It's sort of black and white, classic boucle, really. There's not a lot else to say about it, but the brilliant thing about this is it would just go with everything. So that one is still on the list. Let's see if it happens in 2019. I also am very excited that I'm going to get to make something that I've wanted to make for a really long time. So the pattern is Simplicity 8459. It is a wrap over skirt with a big buckle on the side, and then I think there's a couple of other versions that you can make as well, but I really like the wrap over version with the buckle on the side. And I've always wanted to make it in a leather or a leather look fabric, because I saw almost like that exact same design in leather at Reese, and it was probably about £300 or something ridiculous, and I just thought it was so beautiful, and I'm really excited because we've got some leather look fabric in, so I can finally get around to making that skirt and, you know, test my skills and try something new with leather look fabric as well. So I love this one. It's got an embossed print on it, and on the other side it's this lovely soft, almost fleece like lining on the other side, so I won't even need to line it. It'll be lovely against the skin. You could use this for a number of projects. You could use it for bag making and that sort of thing as well. I'll need to get a Teflon or a non-stick foot for my machine, I think, to work with this. Well, I definitely will, and obviously use leather needles and all the rest of it, but quite looking forward to the challenge of trying that fabric out. And then the next thing on my list is I've just never got enough sundresses in the summer. I love wearing them. I've got one in particular that I wear every opportunity I get. It's a sweetheart neckline scuba, very fitted bodice, and then like a full skirt. And I look at that and I know how much I love wearing it, and I just thought, yes, I need to make more things like that for my wardrobe for this year. So I've decided to put on my list either the Rosy dress by Sew Over It or the Seren dress by Tilly and the Buttons. Both of those are just really pretty sundresses. The Rosy dress is, you're supposed to use boning in it, which would be good to experience using that. We sell that on the site. So it's quite a fitted bodice and then a fuller skirt. And then the Seren dress, there's a number of different options you can choose. There's I think there's a sort of fairly straight sundress with buttons down the front and a ruffle. You can make like a top and a skirt. There's lots of different versions, some really pretty ideas out there. And the fabric I would use to make either of those is this gorgeous feather palm print cotton lawn. I just think it's just such a lovely fabric, and I think it would, because it's this large sort of tropical leaf print, I think it would balance out the prettiness of the sundress patterns that I've chosen, make it look very modern and up to date. So that one is also on the list. Then the next one I wanted to make is a pattern that when it came out last year, I just fell in love with it. It was just beautiful, and I think everybody in the office did as well. Everybody was, oh, look at this, have you seen this one, are you going to make this? And that is McCall 7740. So again, quite a summery dress. It's got a low, I think it's got a V at the back, it's got a bow on the back and like a little cutout detail, and then quite simple on the front, but just a really beautifully designed dress. And the fabric I would want to make that up in, it would definitely be a sort of wear it for evenings out or on holiday dress. And I think I'd be quite tempted to make that in this beautiful Ohio fabric, which is a cotton sateen from John Caldor. Very, very pretty print, but because the dress is sort of quite simple and quite clean lines, I think this would work well for it. So yeah, I look forward to getting round to making that one. And then another dress that I really want to make again, I did make one version of it, is Butterick 6206. So it's a maxi dress pattern. I made the sleeveless v-neck version with like a black bodice and a tropical print skirt, and I chose the wrong pattern size, so I've always wanted to make it again, but the version I want to make this time is they do like a short sleeved crew neck version, and I think I would just make that in our navy Cadiz fabric. I'm learning that, you know, I do need some plain things in my wardrobe. As much as I'm a complete magpie and get drawn to all the pretty prints, I do like wearing plain stuff as well. The thing I'd be able to do as well with this pattern, I thought I could make, I learned how to use a neck binding attachment on my overlocker cover stitch machine last year, so I thought I'll be able to do that with this particular pattern as well, which would be nice. And I've got a cover stitch machine now as well, so I can do the hems really nicely, and I just think that pattern I would wear again and again and again in the summer. It would be, yeah, I would wear it all the time, so definitely going to get round to making that one. The next thing on my list is I wanted to make something with sequins. We've had the most gorgeous sequin fabrics in this year. I haven't got round to making anything with them. And a lot of people I've noticed, whether it be ready to wear or whether it be in the sewing community, it just seems like everybody's got a plain simple sequin t-shirt that you can chuck on with skinny jeans and heels, and feel instantly glam but not too dressed up. And I need one of those in my wardrobe. I haven't got one, so I originally thought I'd go for like navy blue. We've got navy blue, we've got black, but then I saw Tess Daly on Strictly, and it was when she was filming on like when they go to the set, like behind the scenes and stuff, so it was like a Saturday afternoon or whatever, and she had an ivory coloured sparkly sequiny t-shirt on, with a pair of jeans, and it just looked absolutely gorgeous. I mean, let's be fair, she could wear a paper bag and she'd look absolutely gorgeous, but I just thought it was a really nice idea. I just thought it looked lovely. So we've got this beautiful ivory John Caldor sequins, and my plan is to make something like a scout t-shirt in that, and I think I could probably, I'd wear that all year round as well. I don't think that would need to just be reserved for the festive season. The next thing I want to make, it's another pattern that's been around for a while that I've always loved, and that is Vogue 1483. So it's there's a jumpsuit version and there's a playsuit version. It's got short sleeves, it's a V-neck, and I think it's an elasticated waist. It looks like it'd be quite easy to fit, but it's just a really nice design. And I think I would be tempted to make it in this beautiful, beautiful viscose fabric that we've just had in. Oh my god, how gorgeous is this? It comes in a green colourway as well. It's super, super soft. Oh, it's just, I love it. I love this fabric. And I just think this tropical print, I mean, all these colours are just my colours. I just love it. And I think that playsuit made up in this would just be such a pretty, lovely addition to my summer wardrobe. I think it'd be a really special garment for me, that. I think I would wear it on holiday during the day, but I'd wear it here during the day as well, as long as I made the shorts long enough that I felt comfortable, I wasn't exposing too much thigh. I think that would be, yeah, just become a real firm favourite in my wardrobe, so I really hope I get around to making that this year. And then the last item on the list is to make another wrap dress, because I said last year I've been talking about making wrap dresses for ages, never got round to it, and then I did make one last year, absolutely loved it, wore it loads and loads and loads, and so I know I need to make some more of those this year. And the pattern I've chosen, I made a woven wrap dress last year. It was a simplicity pattern. I think it might be 8454, don't quote me on that, it's a bit scary if I've got that right, but yeah, it was a woven pattern, and the pattern I want to make this year is Burda 6443. So I've always liked this wrap dress pattern. I think it's a faux wrap dress, so it's actually a full skirt at the bottom and then a wrap at the top, so I always think that's great because you haven't got to worry about that whole like gust of wind flapping around showing things that you don't want to show. And I'll be tempted to make it in this beautiful John Caldor fabric. I just think it's so stunning. Again, the colours I just absolutely love. It's quite a bold print, but I think with the V of the wrap dress, you know, you'd have enough sort of skin on display that it would balance this beautiful bold print out. And again, I think I'd wear that loads and loads, so yeah, I'm hoping to get round to that as well. So hopefully you can see how excited I am by the prospect of all these sewing patterns and fabrics. As I say, all of them are available on the site, the links are below. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you're going to join in the fun with Make 9, and I'll keep you posted with how I'm getting on with all of them. I'll share them with you as I make them, and we'll see what happens this year. Okay, well that's all from me for today. As I say, if you like what you see, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.